Real Estate with another exciting real estate update.
It's been an exciting week.
Yes, busy.
Yeah, started a household project, a major household project.
Oh yeah.
You gonna tell them?
Well, we were visiting our kids, and the next thing I know, my son-in-law and wife are sitting on the couch with a computer, logged on to the Lowe's Home Improvement Store website.
Yep. Started with the Easy Track website where you can put in the measurements of your closet, put in what Easy Track components you want to do, shelves, drawers, hanging bars, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and then you announced, okay, I bought it.
It'll be at the house the 14th of January.
So now I have
With boxes
an
sitting
entire
in our
living
front room.
room full of
Boxes.
parts that I have to put together. So,
But
that's
first, you
the
have
way
to
it
demo
works.
your old hanging bars and shelves out first,
That's as much work as anything.
and then repair whatever holes and painting needs to be repaired before you install what you're installing.
So, staying busy.
Yep.
All right, you got a joke for us?
I did, or I do. I just got off the treadmill after 45 minutes.
How'd that go?
It went okay. I plan to turn it on tomorrow, so I'm a little tired today, though. Right?
Okay, what's Irish and stays out all year?
Me?
Patio furniture.
Brother. Wow, that was pretty corny.
Yeah, that's what I'm known for. All right, this week in history. 2001, Egyptian citizens rise January 25th in mass revolt against then-President Hosni Mubarak. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay.
What year was it?
2011.
No, I don't remember that.
1949, the first Emmy Awards are presented at Hollywood Athletic Club.
1941. Wow, the athletic club.
A little smaller event back then.
I guess,
wasn't it?
yeah.
1924, the first Winter Olympics begin January 25th in Chamonix, France. Did I say that right?
No.
Chamonix. Oh, I just left the C off.
Yeah.
Chamonix, France. Yeah. First Winter Olympics, 1924. Also in 1924, St. Petersburg, Russia is renamed Leningrad. January 24th. It's since been changed back to St. Petersburg.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't realize that happened. I didn't realize St. Petersburg was Leningrad. Huh. Okay.
1915, the Coast Guard is founded January 28th to fight contraband and aid vessels at sea. What kind of contraband would you have had in 1915?
Alcohol, probably, right? No, 1915, no.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Coast Guard, first of all. I don't know. Like, drugs? Just regular
Maybe
drugs?
Opium? What was the big drug back then?
That's interesting.
Okay.
A few more? Okay.
Yep. 1848, a gold nugget found at Sutter's Mill launches California's gold rush.
The rush is on.
Now
Yep.
what's the wine? Sutter Hill?
Sutter something.
I wonder if after they exhausted the gold, they started making wine.
Could be.
Never
Could
know.
be, yeah.
1845, Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven is first published.
Yeah, I have read that and watched the movies. I think there's more than one movie of that.
Yeah, I'm sure
It's
been
creepy.
reproduced a few times.
It makes you rethink birds of any kind.
And finally, 1798, Congressman Matthew Lyon and Roger Griswold brawl January 30th on the House floor.
Actually, wait a minute. The birds make you rethink the birds. The raven, I think, it's along a different lines. I did read it, but I don't recall what it's
It's
about.
a creepy poem,
Yes.
right? Gives you nightmares, yeah.
Yeah, most of his stuff is poetic, but
Okay.
anyway, what was the last point? I'm sorry. I was focused on Edgar Allan Poe.
It was how they handled things on the Senate and House floors back in the old days. 1798, Congressman Matthew Lyon and Roger Griswold brawl.
Oh, brawl! Wow.
January 30th on the House floor.
We should just go back to doing that.
It would get things done faster.
Yeah, just get things done that much faster. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. We have enough
That's your-
brawling in our country right now.
Yeah, no kidding. That's your week in history.
Okay.
Okay, economic news. U.S. Treasury yields slumped Monday morning as traders eyed President Joe Biden's COVID stimulus plan. Everybody's a little worried. Even on the Democratic side, they're a little, oh boy, that's a lot of money. $1.9 billion. That's a lot of money to pay back at some point. So,
Well, and I think part of it too is they realize the economy's hurting right now, you know, so it's like, I know this is to stimulate it, but still there are.
well, we got to pay it back at some point, but people need relief now. You know, so I can see both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Traders eyed President Joe Biden's COVID stimulus plan, including checks for millions of Americans, aid for local government, increased minimum wages, and more unemployment benefits. President Biden was inaugurated last week amid mostly positive economic data. That's good news.
Yeah.
Rental assistance, a $25 billion federal rental assistance fund is on the way, offering hope for an estimated 14 million Americans behind on rent to the tune of $70 billion. Wow, that's a lot.
Wow.
President Biden wants Congress to allocate another $30 billion and signed an inauguration day executive order extending a nationwide eviction ban through March.
Yeah,
so
through
we kind of
March.
knew that was coming. So.
Yep.
At some point, though, we got to support the landlords. They can't keep going without receiving their rent. They have bills to pay
And
as
that's
well.
part of
so.
that $1 billion bill.
Yeah, I
to
hope they're
rescue.
getting a piece of that to support
Well,
them
they
as
will
well.
if their tenants are able to pay.
Well, right.
And that will help.
Yeah, but the moratorium's been going on a while, so they conceivably can be pretty far behind too. So. Not surprising, existing home sales, this is housing news, existing home sales reached their highest level since 2006 in December, which we reviewed a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Rising by 0.7% in closing 2020 with gains in 6 of the last 7 months. We talked about
We
that.
talked about that, yep.
The annual rate of 6.76 million was up 22.2%. That's just a staggering number from just December 2019. The median existing home price was $309,800, a 12.9% increase from a year ago.
Wow.
So heavy appreciation.
Yeah.
The average 2020, this is very interesting, the average 2020 homeowner has remained in place for 13 years, up from 8.7 years in 2010. Remember the rule of thumb was people are going to move every 7 years, roughly, you know, on average.
Yeah. Maybe that's
Almost
lengthening
double
now.
staying in their home.
Yeah.
While the pandemic sent many buyers looking for larger, more flexible homes, it had the opposite effect among potential sellers who canceled or delayed their plans. Inventory shrunk and prices exploded. And then you combine that with incredibly low interest rates and you have the perfect storm for very healthy economy, but very low inventory levels.
Now, I know a lot of our friends that bought before us here in this neighborhood are still in their homes. You know, they've talked to us about maybe selling and moving closer to the high school, but just haven't done it.
Nope, just staying put. Well,
Yeah.
they can't find what they want to buy. So.
Yeah, they can't find what they want to buy right now, or just decided it wasn't for them.
Getting priced out of the market in some cases. So cause and effect here to that point, remodelers are faring well. The National Association of Home Builders Remodeling Market Index rose in the fourth quarter of 2020 despite the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Respondents to a survey were very optimistic about smaller projects, but indicated strong activity across projects of all sizes. So.
That's kind of, like I said, we're doing a project right now on our house.
Yep.
And we have a couple planned too. We'd like to put in the big slider door as a home improvement.
Pergola.
And part of our home enjoyment.
Yeah, outdoor fireplace, that'd be nice. So, yeah.
So our master bathroom could use some updates, and actually a secondary bathroom a little bit, not as much as the master.
Yeah, the master first, for sure.
So.
Moving on to regulatory news. FHFA moratoriums, which we kind of alluded to. The Federal Housing Finance Agency announced last week that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac will extend moratoriums on single-family foreclosures and REO evictions until February 28th, which falls in line with the rental moratorium. They're both looking through the end of February, the 1st of March.
End of February, all right.
We'll see how that goes. Continue to watch that. Okay. So all that news for today.
Very good.
Interest rates continue to be well under 3. 30 years, 2.812.
Yeah.
15-year, wow, 2.298. And VA is 2.422.
Wow, very low.
Yeah. So we actually fell almost under 5,000 units valley-wide. We got down to 5,001.
Yes.
And then it ticked up a little bit.
Yeah, it ticked back up. Thankfully, we're like, is it going to really dip down below 5,000? But
yeah, both Peoria got down to 163 and Surprise down to 183 at one point. But they ticked back up just a little bit, so we're seeing a little more inventory, not much. Trilogy at Vistancia, here closer to home. Trilogy at Vistancia, 17. Still not very many considering we're in the middle of the high season. Vistancia Village, 3 homes. 3. One townhome and a couple of high-end homes, and that's it.
That's it.
Cortobella, basically nothing. There's 2 homes in the mid 400,000s available in Cortobella. Essentially nothing available there. Sun City Grand, 29 homes.
Yeah, I pulled Sun City Grand specifically for a buyer this week, and I was actually surprised there was actually a little bit to choose from for them. I don't think any of it struck their fancy though, so we're still on the hunt for that buyer.
9,800 homes in that community and 29 homes for sale.
Yeah.
Again, active adults, so we're in the high season. That's really, really low. So still struggling with inventory, but real estate is still solid, healthy, and going strong.
Right.
So we'll keep updating you. That's all we.
It'll be a good spring. It'll be a good spring, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think overall it'll be a very good spring. You're going to have some buyer tips for us next week.
Yep.
Okay, looking forward to that.
Right now, my biggest buyer tip is stay patient with the market. The home that you're looking for is out there. It's just a matter of waiting for it and being ready to jump when it's time. We've talked about this already, but having your pre-qualification ready, having at least one buyer or one lender looked at, their rates, their fees, have those things lined up. That way you're ready when the right home comes along, because you don't have a lot of time.
Right. And if you can avoid it at all, don't be pressured into a panic mode where you feel like you have to do something.
Yeah.
If you can wait, certainly do. Don't settle. Let's find you that perfect home, that home that you really want. This is too much money, too big an investment to be just settling for something. So
now, with that said, unless you find something and you're like, well, I can put in a little bit of sweat equity, redo the countertops or come in and
Definitely
paint
be
flooring.
flexible if
Flexible.
everything, the bones are there, the
You can do
lots
it.
there, the square
Mhm.
footage, the layout, everything is perfect, but it needs updating.
Remember,
Have
all
some
that
flexibility on that.
all that goes into the economy too, because we're supporting local businesses in the area that you purchase for installing flooring, painting for you, possibly, unless you're going to do it yourself. So all those things help stimulate the economy too.
Right,
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all we have for you this week. You have a blessed rest of the week, and we will talk to you again next week.
Stay well.
Take care.